very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Channel 7's coverage grandstand this afternoon. Racing all around Australia. The big JJ Liston Stakes Day at Sandown Park. And we're also covering racing live from Sydney, Adelaide, Brisbane and the provincial fixture at Werribee. And that will be our first race for telecast, the first event from Werribee coming up at 5 minutes after 12. So we have a big day in front of us, plenty of racing, hopefully plenty of winners. And stay with us right throughout the day until 5 o'clock. And then the highlights from the World Netball Championships coming up at 5.
Now and set for race number 1, favourite 10 runaway switch. Light on racing. Pretty good start too. Shortly afterwards, Learn to Love dropped out to the tail. Valiant Alley with Phil the Stocking and Chubby make a line of 3 on settling down. 2 lengths away, Napoli on the inside, followed by Fearless Show, Runaway Switch and Carrara Lad caught a little bit deep. In behind them came Laddage, a length and a half away Freelance, followed by Lord of Peace. Learn to Love in midfield going forward, 2.5 away Delirium, followed by Montansi, and Begrudge dropped out to last at the 1100 metres, and Valiant Alley strode away, 2 lengths in front of Phil the Stocking, a half on the outside as Carrara Lad, Laddage and also Racing Deep Learn to Love, 2 lengths away Runaway Switch, followed by Chubby on the inside, a break of 3 lengths to Montansi, back in behind them came Napoli, followed by Fearless Show, Lord of Peace, back in behind them a length and a half away, well back on the race then came Begrudge, followed by Delirium, and Freelance is about third last at the 700 metres, and Valiant Alley's gone fairly quickly by a length and a half to Phil the Stocking, a length and a half away Laddage on the outside of Carrara Lad, followed by Chubby in the box seat as Phil the Stocking goes to the lead on the turn. Runaway Switch now called upon, 6th and 4 off the lead on the turn. Learn to Love is dropping out, followed by Lord of Peace, then Napoli well back as Montansi, Fearless Show, Freelance, followed by Begrudge and 2 lengths away Delirium around the turn of the 350, and Phil the Stocking is giving plenty of cheap. He wobbled on the turn. Carrara Lad has got a beautiful run on the inside to join Phil the Stocking. They're 2 lengths in front of Lord of Peace, who's making ground to third, followed by Chubby. At the 180, Carrara Lad on the inside went to the lead. Lord of Peace on the outside is coming out after Carrara Lad. Carrara Lad just in front. Lord of Peace is going home too well on the outside though, and Lord of Peace has gone up to win by a length and a quarter. Carrara Lad, a length and a half away third was Phil the Stocking, then Chubby. Runaway Switch didn't fire. Laddage back in behind them, followed by Montansi, then Begrudge. Well back was Fearless Show, followed by Freelance, Delirium, Learn to Love, and Valiant Alley was one of the last in.
From the first event at Werribee this afternoon with correct weight 9, 7 and 5, the winner Lord of Peace $2.25 and 70 cents, second Carrara Lad 85, third Phil the Stocking $4.25, the Quinella $3.70 and the trifecta $137 and 70 cents. Now, in Sydney today, as I mentioned, it's a very heavy track with 29 scratchings. In fact, Ian Craig has passed a message down the line that it's probably the heaviest track that they've had in 10 years. Let's take a look at the early scratchings for Sydney from the first 1, 4, 8, 9 and 14. Race 2, numbers 4, 12 and 17, and we'll come back to those scratchings because they're set now in Brisbane. Here's Wayne Wilson for the first event, and this is the Satchel Room Novice Handicap over 1110 metres.
Set to jump. Line's pretty good. Ready to go. A little bit of movement towards the centre. Lasuri dancing about in the gates. Racing now. Padre Bill missed it badly. Neighbours Light, the favourite, bounced in front. Lasuri's going fast shortly after the jump, and so is Werribee Bay. And showing plenty of dash. Space Hunter on the outside, but going up 4 and 5 deep towards the leaders. Gallant Rulers trapped very wide. Robinson getting back to midfield on the inside. Then Padre Bill, Javalier. And last of all is Some Formula. Space Hunter continuing on. Moves up on the outside of Neighbours Light and leads him by a head. Lasuri is a length away third, followed by Werribee Bay on the inside, 1 to Gallant Ruler, 3 deep. Smart and Lucky making a quick dash around the field, moving up into third place on the outside. Then Courageous Robinson, Padre Bill, Javalier. Some Formula last of all, 400 metres to go. Naibo's Light with the advantage of the inside shot through to be the leader as they head for the judge. In second place is Space Hunter, Smart and Lucky third on the outside. And here comes Gallant Ruler with a well-timed run. He's running into it. He's wanting to hang in a little bit. Naibo's Light kicked away. He's about a length and a half in front. Gallant Ruler's the only possible danger. Then Javalier. It's Neighbours Light in front. Gallant Ruler can't catch him. And it's Neighbours Light kicking off putters on the right leg. He's got it. It's Neighbours Light first. Gallant Ruler second. Javalier third. Followed in by Smart and Lucky Robinson. The next one home was Some Formula, Courageous, Space Hunter stop. And the last few in, Werribee Bay, Lasuri and Padre Bill.
Numbers as called by Wayne on the first are 3, 2 and 6. Naibo's Light the winner. Second placing to Gallant Ruler, and third Duvalier, 3, 2 and 6, with another winner to Neil Williams, who's certainly having a great trot at the moment. Second dividends for the first event in Brisbane are up, and the numbers there were 3, 2 and 6. The winner Nebo's Light, $1.35 and 65 cents. Second Gallant Ruler, $1. Third Duvalier, $2.40. The Quinella paid $3.10, and the trifecta $69.05. 3, 2 and 6 they are interim dividends, and we are standing by for correct weight on the first event at Doomben up in Brisbane. Well, the big one today, the Liston Stakes, race 5 at Sandown Park. Let's take a look at how tape punters have sorted them out so far. And our Waverley Star has come up 95 and 85, so he's just under the even money quote on the tape. Major Drive, the ruling Melbourne Cup favourite, $42 and $7.55. All Spades, $9.35 and $1.65. Royal Sceptre number 4, $10.20 and $1.70. Number 5, Black Charleston is out. Number 6, Our Avon's Gold, $12.25 and $2.10. 7, Asterman, $17.20 and $2.65. 8, Celtic Air, $21.05 and $3.15. 9, Fair Sir, $3.55 and $1.10. Number 10, Latin Rule, $5.95 and $1. 11, Military Plume, $3.15 and $1.15. 12, Gendre, $9.80 and $2.25. And 13, Dinky Flyer, $18.90 and $3.40. Already over $50,000 in the win pool and $26,500 in the place pool for race number 5 in Sandown this afternoon, the JJ Liston Stakes.
It's on. Tendon climbing in with one of the runners, Land Army. Away they go. They've jumped away in a good even line. Nothing particularly wanting to lead. In fact, Land Army's a clear leader onto the course proper now from King's Comment out wide. Ski Boots, Big Mr. Wolf, Dynamic Dancer on the outside, and Manship back towards the rear like a topic just in front of it, and the Red Jack the outside. Dynamic Dancer's gone up the Land Army as they come to the 200 the first time, and they're a length and a half to King's Comment, about 3 lengths to Big Mr. Wolf, then a length and a half Supreme Defer, followed behind them Ski Boots, a length away Like a Topic, then the 2 lengths further back Manship, who's last on the inside of the Red Jack. Going out of the straight now, and Dynamic Dancer the leader, about 3 parts of a length here to Land Army the outside. It's never been so close in its life. About 3 lengths to King's Comment, a similar distance further back to Big Mr. Wolf. A length and a half Ski Boots on the outside of it, then about a length away Supreme Defer, followed by King's Comment, Manship, and last of all as they go into the back section of the track, the Red Jack. They've got about 1,500 to go now. Dynamic Dancer a half length in front of Land Army the outside, about 2 lengths to King's Comment, 3 lengths to Big Mr. Wolf on its inside Ski Boots, then a length and a half further back Pulling Hard Supreme Defer, a length and a half Like a Topic, and about a length away the Red Jack and Manship. Down the back they go to the 1,200. And Dynamic Dancer still the pacemaker. A half length or so to Land Army and 1 length to King's Comment. About 4 lengths to Ski Boots and a half length to Big Mr. Wolf on the outside. 2 lengths Supreme Defer. Half a length the Red Jack making up a bit of ground now. Length and a half to Like a Topic and last Manship. At the 1,000, the leaders are putting on a little bit of pace now. Dynamic Dancer still about 3 parts to Land Army, and he's riding the leader on. He's going for a break. 2 lengths to King's Comment, about 6 lengths away the Red Jack, who's gone up the 4th, and they are followed a length away then by Big Mr. Wolf. On the rail Ski Boots, 2 lengths to Like a Topic, making a little bit of ground round the outside. Big Mr. Wolf's being scrubbed along, and last of all Manship. At the 600, Dynamic Dancer's gone about 4 lengths in front, coming to the turn now. In second place is King's Comment, and they were followed on the outside by the Red Jack and Like a Topic, Land Army. Big Mr. Wolf being hard-ridden, making a little ground on the inside. Then Manship. Dynamic Dancer clear in the straight, 3 lengths to King's Comment. Now Big Mr. Wolf under the whip is starting to run on, and the Red Jack on the outside and wider out Like a Topic. He's got a rails run on Big Mr. Wolf. It's race to the lead at the 200 with Like a Topic out after on the outside. And coming home hard, Manship. Big Mr. Wolf grabbed by Like a Topic. Like a Topic the outside, going home a little bit the better. And Like a Topic is going to win it. Probably Big Mr. Wolf second. Third is Manship. They were followed 4th in the race by Dynamic Dancer. Next, further back then came the Red Jack, King's Comment, Land Army, Ski Boots, and last of all, Supreme Defer.
Topic and correct weight is there, $2.15 and 75 cents. Second place into Big Mr. Wolf, 60 cents. Third Manship, 95. The Quinella paid $2.25 and the trifecta $33.15 for the first event at Sandown. Now the approximate take.
Not a bad break either, and wide out on the track. Crown Joker was amongst the best to begin. Away quickly, Country Club, and going smartly, Imperialism with Hagar's beaten. Here's Star Sunrise improving. Prince Elite's trapped out pretty deep, and as they settle footing into stride, it's going to be Star Sunrise leading, a neck Hagar's beat. A length the Country Club and Wonder blazing in, followed by Imperialism. Prince Elite wide from Crown Hope Prankster is Heavenly. Crown Joker dropping back through the field to be second last, and Majestic Drums last. 700 to go. Star Sunrise a clear-cut leader now by 2 lengths Hagar's beaten Country Club. A length of the grey blazing in, 1.5 Prince Elite around Prankster, 3 or 4 Crown Hope. Off the track Majestic Drums, Imperialism dropping out of it from Crown Joker, and it's Heavenly trails as they commence the run around the home corner, and Star Sunrise in front, a length on blazing in. Wider out third is Country Club, and a length and a half to Hagar's beat, and then Prankster and Prince Elite setting sail for the judge. They're churning through this grass, and Star Sunrise holding blazing in and Country Club at the moment. Then Hagar's beat, and here's Prankster on the extreme outside, but Star Sunrise at the 200 metres is showing his rivals a real galloping job, and it's at the 100 Star Sunrise streaking away from Hagar's beat blazing in and Prankster, and Star Sunrise absolutely toys with its rivals and wins about 5.5 lengths to Hagar's beat, blazing in the third, fourth Prankster, fifth Country Club, then Prince Elite, Crown Joker, Crown Hope, it's Heavenly, Majestic Drums, and Imperialism was last.
Event in Sydney, 7, 12 and 5 as called by Ian Craig, and you can see that the winning rider there in the first event, Jimmy Cassidy, was having a look around to see if his rivals were within cooey. They weren't. 7, 12 and 5. Star Sunrise the winner, second placing Hagar's beat, and third blazing in. The second in Sydney at 10 minutes after 1, scratchings are numbers 4, 12 and 17, and a field of 15 to...
Racing came out in a pretty good line too. Lady Durat was one of the best to begin. Cindy Scion shortly afterwards dropped out to last. Cindy Hu and Fast Striker going up towards the lead with Reluctancy, and also Silk Skay. My Red Rower just in behind them at a 750, followed by Grand Valise, then Wine Bandit Thornbrook. Our Classic was back in behind them, 4 lengths to Northern Invader. Back in behind them, Iron Bar Creek, and Cindy Scion has tailed off before the turn of the 550. Cindy Hu on the outside, a half in front of Fast Strike. My Red Rower off the track is going forward, and also making ground Lady Durat, followed by Grand Valise. Being hard ridden back in behind them, Reluctancy, and now pulled to the outside as Thornbrook from well back, followed by Man on Parade, and 2 lengths to Silk Skay. In the straight of the 220, Cindy Hu a length in front. Fast Strikers off the fence, trying to pick it up from My Red Rower. They're clear of Lady Durat, followed by Thornbrook at the 120. Cindy Hu 3/4 in front. Fast Strike, My Red Rower trying hard with Lady Durat. Cindy Hu, they're hanging on near the line, and Cindy Hu wins by a half to My Red Rower. A half away third was Fast Strike. Lady Durat close up. Thornbrook made ground. Northern Invader back in behind them, followed by Silk Skay. Then Reluctancy, Grand Valise. Our Classic was back in behind them from Man on Parade. Then Wine Bandit, Iron Bar Creek, and tailed off with Cindy Scion.
Numbers as called by Brian are 9, 12 and 10. The winner, number 9, Cindy Hu. Second placing to 12, My Red Rower. And third, number 10, Fast Strike. Gary Doughty, the winning rider in the second event at Werribee, 9, 12 and 10. The third, the 3-year-old. Thank you to Ron. And here he is.
Jala jumped awkwardly, seemed to bump in on top of the Secret Regent and away quickly Cujo's Hero. Now Jala is showing speed, getting across on the outside on the risers, going up with it, and they were followed then by Prosperous Lady. Jala the leader as they are about to link up with the course proper. A length and a half on the rise, Prosperous Lady, and Flair's Hope runs up boldly to third with it. Then Cujo's Hero, and they were followed back behind them then by Broker's Risk getting on the rail. Around its outside Secret Regent, back there out wider Escaway, coming down towards the centre Regal Somerset, followed by Parella, and with it was Colonial Classic, and tailed out as Star Fox inside the 400. Jala with Winged Hooves leads by 2.5. On the rise, being niggled at, is starting to pick it up quickly. On the rise has grabbed Jala, running to the 200-metre mark, and on the rise a filly by the new sire Bronsbury speeds to the lead, and it's going to come away and make it a cakewalk. It's going to trot in. Well, he was a magnificent racehorse himself, Bronsbury, but he's left one here. His first ever runner in Australia, and it wins easily. 6 lengths to Jala, third, a big run, Regal Somerset. Then Flair's Hope and Escaway together. Another one sneering down the outside there. We'll pick it up in a moment. They were followed back behind them by Secret Regent. In that...
To be healthy. The numbers 10, 9 and 3 in the first event in Adelaide as they went past the post, and a brilliant win to On the Rise, number 10, ridden by Jimmy Courtney, and I think that we're going to hear more about that 2-year-old. She was very impressive. Number 10 On the Rise defeating 9 Jala and number 3 Regal Somerset, 10, 9 and 3. And we have correct weight at Werribee for the running of the second event there on 9, 12 and...
Line's good, set, racing now. Out wide and Listed began very smartly. Winifred Street a little bit slow to get going. And a Bozza missed the kick about third last out of the gates. The Grocer showing plenty of speed, leads Miss Vaslav and Mr. Ironside. Ledalius is up nice and handy. He's a length away fourth at the moment, followed by Sarah's Jester on the outside of Joyful Native Cavs Hero and Roman Romp wide. Machani is next on the inside of Elite Sun and Listed, and then Kristen. Fleur's Luck is next, a length further back Imperial Mountain. Lots of Pleasure picking up ground, and Whiskey Honey's caught wide. A Bozza is fourth last as they run onto the 800-metre turn and must be 15 lengths from the leader. Capital Kingdom is getting a long way back. Second last Winifred Street, and Raffles Lover is last of all. 600 metres to go. Miss Vaslav is the leader. In fact, she kicked away. She's 2 lengths in front. The Gross is second. A length away third, Mr. Ironside, followed by Ledalius, now starting to go forward. A length then to Enlisted on the outside. Sarah's Jester with that bunch. Kristen very wide on the turn into the straight. A Boz at 10 wide and still fourth last on the turn. 300 metres to go. Miss Vaslav is the leader. Ledalius running on strongly. Kristen on the outside coming into it with a great run, followed by the Grocer and Roman Romp. Kristen's going to be the one. He's looming up to Miss Vaslav. Ladius is still there in the centre, and here comes a Bozza. Here comes the favourite storming home. Will she get there? Yes. What a win. A Bozza from nearly last on the bend. She pounced on them and she beat them. A Bozza has got up to win it. An amazing run. Kristen second. Third, boy, I don't know. Miss Vaslav or Ladyless. Followed in by the Grocer Roman Romp. The next one in then was Imperial Mountain, Mr. Ironside, Cavs Hero, still can't get over it. Followed in by Enlisted, Raffles Lover, Fleur's Luck, Capital Kingdom, then Sarah's Jester, Leet Sun, Machani, Whiskey Honey, Winifred Street. Any more you want to know? Lots of Pleasure well back there towards the end as well. And here's one pulling up quick.
With interest.
Movement out wide, they're racing now. Midnight Fever just ordinarily away, getting away very quickly over on the inside. Top Date from Impacera and Twisted Logic going fast. Midnight Fever's moved up very quickly into 5th to 6th position with Sharp June, and then ran Cheetah. They're followed by Lady Violet, and Buzz My Bell is further back in the field. Zia Maria around the outside from Blazing Curves. Julep's a mile out of it, and Neo Classic is well back with Nora's Edition 2 and 'Tis the Reason, Ace Trim, and Sister Shirley's last. Down the hill with 700 to go. And a good battle, Little Taj, about a neck in front of Twisted Logic. A length and a half, Impacera, who's in the box seat. Wonder ran Cheetah, and then Zia Maria wide, a length to Midnight Fever. It's behind them, needs a bit of luck from there, and they were followed by Lady Violet, the outside of Top Date. Sister Shirley's not in it, nor is Julep. At the 300, and Twisted Logic shot to the lead now. In second place, Impacera is under the whip, and then ran Cheetah the outside. Midnight Fever getting going with her big weights, coming home with Lady Violet. The boy asked Midnight Fever to go. She's raced up to the leaders with Lady Violet. Midnight Fever and Lady Violet going stride for stride. Nothing between them. Lady Violet with a big pull in weights, put its head in front, and Lady Violet on the outside is going to just win from Midnight Fever. Ace Trimmers flashed home in third placing. They were followed by Buzz My Bell, and then Top Date behind them, Neo Classic. Impacera most disappointing. Blazing Curves made up ground, and so did Sister Shirley. Then 'Tis the Reason, followed by Zia Maria. Julep well back, ran Cheetah, stopped badly from Sharp June. Then Nora's Edition. Twisted Logic also gave in quickly. And last to finish in the race, Little Taj. Number 8 is the winner, Lady Violet, ridden by S. Marshall. Number 8, Lady Violet, ridden by S. Marshall first. Number 1, Midnight Fever, R. Stocker second. And number 14, Ace Trim, ridden by D. Gauchi was third, 8, 1 and 14. Race 3 today.
set, away they go. Nimble's Gold out wide, the baldy face, one of the best to begin. Lauron dropped out to last with Man Burley. Dreams of Money going forward to second now as they settle down, followed by Silver Snow. Byari Lass back on the inside, followed by Blowdown, Picture Perfect and Find a Verdict. Drawman, the favourites, got out the back, the second last early in the event, followed by Jade's Girl, then Stilla Palaz. Panorama Ace back in behind them, followed by Lauron, and Man Burley dropped out to last. Before the turn at the 550, Dreams of Money went to the lead by 3/4 to Nimble's Gold, is not going well. Silver Snow gets to third, pulled to the outside, Jade's Girl. In behind them, Blowdown, followed by Picture Perfect. Drawman now pulls to the outside. He'll be 8 and 10 deep on the home turn, and wider out there is still a Palaz, but Dreams of Money at the 250, a length and a half in front. The grey Silver Snow on the outside is trying to pick it up, but Dreams of Money is going okay. Drawman is not in the race and making ground. Picture Perfect on the outside, but it's all Dreams of Money. Dreams of Money running away to score easily. This is no nightmare. Dreams of Money wins easily by a length and a half. Picture Perfect flew home for second. Silver Snow third. Lauron made up plenty of ground. Nimble's Gold in behind them, followed by Blowdown. Drawman a shocker. Back in behind them, Byari Lass, followed by Man Burley. Then Find a Verdict from Stilla Palaz, Panorama Ace, and last in was Jade's Girl.
Well, number 9 has won the first 3 races at Werribee this afternoon. Number 9, Dreams of Money, the winner there. Second placing coming home very well. Number 13, Picture Perfect, an eye-catching run. And number 14 is third, and that is Silver Snow. 9, 13 and 14, race number 3 at Werribee. More impressive on the rise, $1.55 for the win, 80 cents for the place. Second, Jala, paid 60. Third, Regal Somerset, $2.25. The Cornella, $2.15. And the trifecta was $66.30. Now they're moving into the stalls.
On racing at the first attempt, Mr. Millionaire away fairly. Topless didn't begin all that quickly. King Saturn did, and away quickly too on the outside there, going up on the outside is True Sculptor, and over on the inside, Cernaville showing whips of speed. Towards the centre came Sterling Amore and also Regal Turn, Vain Border, and also going quickly Suavato. They were followed back in behind that division then by Manly Lass, whilst down the outside Warfire led the way there from Vain Border, and Storm Beatty last of the 3 out there. As they work down towards the 450, it's Neuville now from King Saturn, and on the outside True Sculptor is laying down the challenge. Then came Topless, followed by Regal Tour, Mr. Millionaire, Suavato, Sterling Amore, and also in that division Blue Tune working home fairly. They've got away from Shishiko, whilst Warfire is the clear leader down the outside. We're at the 200. True Sculptor narrowly in front of King Saturn. Cernaville is flat. It's True Sculptor, King Saturn. Down the outside on its own is Warfire. It's a case of the inside on the outside. King Saturn heads True Sculptor, Warfire. King Saturn does best and wins. True Sculptor second, Warfire might be third. Topless in the middle, and Cernaville the rail in a 3-way split there from the inner to the outer and down the middle. They were followed further back in the field behind that division then. On the inside running there by Blue Tune in division company, there was Cernaville pulling up quickly. Then came Knight's Revenge, and also running on Regal Tour.
An attendant in with Tropical Prince and Northern Realm. The line steadies down. No, there's Royal Reel climbing. Royal Reel, Bill Sorensen aboard. Prince Watan sits back. They're off and running in the second. Mountebank missed it by a length and a half. Royal Reel and Prince Watan, the smartest to begin. Away pretty well was Natural Habit. Then Balciano, followed closely by August Wind, and Northern Realm is making ground. Then Comanche Prince and Sharp Image. A length to move closer, 1.5 then to Blazing Fontaine. Perfect Jet, Tropical Prince and Jabba Hut. And Mountebank is tailed off. Going around the 1,000 bend, Prince Watan showing a lot of speed. A half length clear on Royal Reel. 3 deep is Northern Realm. 4 wide Natural Habit. A length further back, Balciano. Then comes August Wind and Comanche Prince. A length on the inside, Sharp Image. 3 to move closer. Then Perfect Jet, Tropical Prince, Blazing Fontaine. And 10 or 12 lengths, Mountebank and Jabba Hut. Down to the 600 they go. And Prince Watan and neck Royal Reel. Third, Northern Realm, and wider out on the track next is Natural Habit. A length and a half further away is August Wind, but very deep. 2 to Sharp Image. And then Comanche Prince, Balciano. And Perfect Jet and move closer ahead. The remainder, they're homeward bound at the 400. and Prince Watan shook off Royal Reel. Third on the inside is Sharp Image, and a length further back is Perfect Jet. Down to the 200, and Marshall goes for the whip on Prince Watan. Sharp Image is the big threat to him, and at the 200 metres, Sharp Image raced about a half length in front of Prince Watan. In third place, Perfect Jet. Sharp Image in front with about 100 metres left to go. In second place on the inside, Prince Watan, and then Perfect Jet, but Sharp Image a real mudlark, and he'll win it easily. Sharp Image 2 lengths on Prince Watan. Perfect Jet third, a long gap Comanche.
Here's the finish in Brisbane.
Mountebank Royal Reel didn't handle the conditions, followed by Move Closer, then Northern Rail, Natural Habit, Jabberheart, Blazing Fontaine, Tropical Prince, and Absolute was August Wind.
All right.
Number 9,
well, we
Sharp
had the
Image.
finish there in Brisbane, and the Sydney finish, and the numbers in Sydney as they passed the post were 9, 13 and 15. Number 9, Sharp Image, the winner. 13 second, Prince Watan, and 15 third, Perfect Jet. 9, 13 and 15. Now, up there at Doomben, it looked as though number 2 was successful in that, but we shall come back and check that in a moment. Plant $15.45 and $3.10, Midnight Fever 60, Ace Trim $3.50, Quinella $12.95, Trifecta $1,171.05. Only a couple to move in now for the running of the Berry Handicap, 12 running over 1,500 metres, and here's Bill Collins.
One to move in, Sea Dancer. Sun shining beautifully, a glorious day, and a big crowd here at Sandown too for this wonderful meeting. Sea Dancers in, they're all set, lights on, racing, and on the outside, Sea Dancer jumped in the air, lost a little bit of ground. Iskra began very well and is one of the early leaders, but Supersonic burning through now to take up the running with Rocky Fights On. Star of Venice and Proudest Moment just behind them, and a length further back then came Pontifico. They were followed by Cadonia Boy, Iskra getting back into the middle of the field with Galway Dream. Ma Wong is back towards the rear with Sea Dancer, Haviland, and last of all is Stein Grenade. As they went along past the 1100 now, and Supersonic cutting out a merry pace, led about 3 lengths here to Rocky Fights On. A length, the Proudest Moment, is settled well. A length and a half further back then came on the outside Pontifico from Star of Venice, Iskra in the centre. They were followed, this leader going further ahead down the hill now. They're followed by Cadonia Boy going forward, and Galway Dream is following it. Iskra got held up momentarily. Ma Wong taken to the outside from Haviland, Sea Dancer, and last Stein Grenade. Down the hill, 6:50 to go, and the leader Supersonic about 4 lengths in front here. Now Galway Dream's quickly gone up the second from Proudest Moment, hard ridden, getting up on the fence. Then Ma Wong the outside, and they were followed further back then by Haviland to the outside of the next bunch, and Iskra a fair way back. They've collared the leader quickly. Proudest Moment and Galway Dream race to the lead. Ma Wong's grabbed them in a stride on the outside from Cadonia Boy and then Iskra. Ma Wong has taken the lead from Proudest Moment, Galway Dream. Iskra starting to come home fairly well. It's Ma Wong out wide under the whip. Cadonia Boy's running on. Proudest Moment's battling back on the fence. Ma Wong in front. Iskra's grabbing it out wide with Cadonia Boy. Ma Wong grabbed by Iskra on the line, and Iskra's won it. Iskra's got up the win by a nose from Ma Wong and Cadonia Boy on the line. Proudest Moment for Stein Brigade, rattled home Stein Grenade next. Then came Pontifico, Star of Venice, and then Galway Dream stopped very badly near the line from Supersonic, Star of Venice, and Sea Dancer and Rocky Fights On to the last couple. Magnificent finish.
Sandown with correct weight. The winner, Iskra, a fine performance. 205 for the win, 80th place. Second, Ma Wong, number 2, 85. Third, number 4, Cadonia Boy, $1.90. The Quinella paid $4.45. Trifecta, $134.45. Well, still having their problems in Sydney, and we'll tell you more about that after we take a look at the running of the previous event there, race number 2 on the card, and it was taken out by Sharp Image. Sharp Image paid $4.45 and $1.70. Prince Watan, $1.90. Perfect Jet, $5.05. The Quinella, $25.40. Trifecta, $1,850.30. Now, those problems continuing in Sydney, so I'll just tell you that...
Red on the toe, all white as deep darkness. Set for a start. Escarpment on the toe. 2 attendants in with escarpment.